Social Media Profits Made Simple. I'm Warren Whitlock for ProfitableSocialMedia.com. Let's imagine your average customer and find out what he's worth. If he makes a $100 purchase and you make a 50% gross profit, he buys 5 times each year and stays a customer for 5 years. This is how you do the math. Hypothetical situation, numbers don't apply to any particular business, but let's use these numbers and do the math. That $100 purchase with a 50% gross profit margin means you're going to make $50. That's the money that you use to pay yourself, to pay your employees, to keep the lights on, the building there, whatever the office is, whatever taxes you have to pay, need to come out of what the gross profit is. But for this particular customer, you made a 50% gross profit, and that's $50. 5 times in a year means he's worth $250 per year. And $250 times 5, saying that he's staying a customer for 5 years, is $1,250, $1,250. And we call that the lifetime value of the customer. What it means is when he comes and starts being a customer, if he's average, that you're going to make $1,250 over the next 5 years of doing business with this customer. We're halfway there. The other thing you need to know is what the cost is. You know that you're going to have to pay the 50% for the goods. You know you've got your fixed expenses already to be taken care of. But what's it going to cost to get this customer? And that's where the marketing expenses come in. Add up all your marketing expenses, all the expenses needed to get an average customer to start buying from you. And divide that number by the number of new customers you get in the same period. Whatever time period, just make sure they're the same. Means that if you spend $1,000 to get 10 new customers, your cost per customer is $100. Now, with the example we're using, if things are that good for you and you're spending $100 to get a customer that has a lifetime value of $1,250, let's divide that. Wow, that's $1,250 for every dollar you spent, or a 12.5 time return on investment, or 1,250% return on your investment. Makes marketing a very good investment. I've seen numbers that are that good in the return on investment. I have seen numbers that are higher and lower. And the important thing to remember is use your own numbers. It's a simple concept. We used hypothetical math to explain it. And if you want to make this work for you, you need to know what your own real numbers are. And you need to assume that you're going to be able to keep the customer service and operations as good and better as now. And you're going to need to be able to finance getting that new customer. For instance, if you're spending $100 and you're getting a $100 sale and it's going to turn into the whatever later, that still means you're spending $100 to get a $50 gross profit. You could lose cash very, very fast if you use this method. On the other hand, if you have your operations taken care of and you know you can invest, you know you could invest up to $100 a sale and do very well at getting new customers over time. Knowing your numbers is the key. Let's talk about how this applies to social media. Social media has drastically changed the equation of what it takes to get a customer. It's a lot easier to get a customer without having to send a salesman to knock on every door, without having to visit everybody personally, without having to develop those personal relationships it takes to make a sale in business. On the other hand, you do need to use the technology to get to know people. The big advantage is that right now you can get to know a customer that may not be doing business with you for 2 or 3 years, and the networking effect means the whole world can be part of your local market. If you screw up, the whole world can find out about it really fast. On the other hand, if you are offering a good product, a good service, and you take care of your customers, the chances are that they're going to be telling a lot more people about you. It's also very possible that somebody on the other side of the world finds out about you, tells a friend, and it gets back to somebody that is across the street from you. So it can work good and bad to leverage the whole world into being part of your market. They say that right now there's well over 1 billion people online, going to 2 billion. that before the decade is over, there will be 5 billion people online. That market is just continuing to grow. You've seen the numbers. They're all going up. We have more mobile phones. We want to use them to connect with business and everything that we do. We take a very powerful computer with us wherever we go, and we connect to the world and share what we're doing. So remember, people don't want to be sold, but everybody does want to buy. That's the same transaction. There are people out there that would like to buy from you if they could just know who you are. So getting found and developing a relationship far before someone comes walking in the door and plunks down the money. It's not about that one transaction for $100. It's about building new customers with the right lifetime value. If you know these numbers, you're going to profit. Our business exists to help you find the most profitable ways to grow. So if you need any ideas, tips, professional help in implementing social media, just come to our blog or tweet me. I'm Warren Whitlock. That's on Twitter. I'm Warren Whitlock. Google me. I'm easy to find, or find me at my website, profitablesocialmedia.com.